Hello and welcome to my channel. Warm welcome if this is your first time, and welcome back if you are a return subscriber. Lise here. I hope that you are well and Happy New Year. I hope that you have had a good start to the year. God knows we need it. You know, we've had turbulent years. So I hope that you're safe and well. Husband and I have got COVID. We are fine. It's our second time having COVID. The children are absolutely fine. They do not have it at all. My daughter never got it the first time round either, which is just interesting, isn't it? But don't feel bad for us. We actually got it, we believe, on our way back from Jamaica because we had a family holiday in Jamaica, and I will put some pictures in. First ever Christmas away, had it in Jamaica, and we absolutely loved it. Our locks loved it. The moisture in the air was phenomenal. Didn't have to do a thing to our locks. They didn't need anything at all. It was beautiful. You know, you watch those videos where people say, drink water, that's really good for your locks. Not disputing any of that. I love water, but no amount of ingesting water would have done for my hair what the atmosphere, what the tropical climate of Jamaica did for my hair. People who live in tropical climates are just, skin and hair must be on point. It was phenomenal. But yeah, on the way back, we think that's where we picked up COVID. So we are isolating at home because that's what you have to do in the UK for a period of time. And I thought I'd come and shoot a video because I am actually at 2 years. It was 2 years on the 28th and 29th of December. On the 4th of January. I did film a video in Jamaica, but life happens. So here I am at 2 years with my Sisterlocks. What can I tell you? What can I tell you about this journey? Easiest journey I've ever had to do, you know. Even with the challenges, you know, the scalp issues and the bunching, and the easiest journey I've ever had to do. And it has grown. My hair has grown really ridiculously. And that's part of the reason I've come to do a video. I was talking to a friend of mine today, a good friend of mine, and she was saying, your hair has really grown, you know, you need to do a video, you need to do an update video. So I thought I'm gonna do it while I've got some time. That's the main thing I would say, and I will put some videos of like 2 years ago what it looked like. It's just really grown and filled out, really thickened out. My locks are a lot more defined as well. Just really kind of just done its thing. Grid is still intact as well. I mean, you very rarely ever get to see my grid even after a retie because the hair's dense. But yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know what to say really. I'm still enjoying the journey, if I'm honest with you. The novelty's totally worn off. It's just hair now. I mean, it was always just hair, wasn't it? But like, you know how excited you are in the beginning and how eager and interested you are in everything. Well, some of us are. Some people just get on with it from the start. But yeah, the novelty's worn off, if I'm honest. I just get on with it now. Scalp is really good. For those that have followed my journey, you know that that I had scalp issues, but the aloe vera has cleared me up beautifully to the point where I no longer use medicated shampoo. I can now use my favourite shampoo, which is Almacado. So that's what I've been doing. Reties, I no longer have them every 4 weeks. I now have them every 5 weeks, and that works perfectly well. I could still go at 4 weeks, but actually I've relaxed. I used to be really obsessed with my grid and everything like that. Not anymore. Not anymore. 5 weeks comes round, it feels like 2 weeks, you know, it arrives before I'm ready. So 5 weeks is perfectly fine for me. And I think if I went any longer than that, I'd be sat in the chair for goodness knows how long, because my it seems to agree with my growth cycle. Yeah, I could go at 4 to 5 weeks. It's ready by then. What else is there to tell you? Locks are more defined. Just easy. Just easy, guys, you know. I've still got friends and family. In fact, I was talking to a different friend today, and she was saying, gosh, Lisa, you know, just looking at your locks, it really makes me want to get locks. And I'm like, do it. Like, the only thing I regret, my son asked me this the other day. He said, Mum, would you have got Sisterlocks sooner? Yes. If I'd have known about them, I'd have got them straight away. They answered all of my prayers. I do not have to fuss or faff with my hair. I just leave it to do what it's going to do, and look at the result. It makes me laugh when people compliment me on my hair as well, because I think if you knew, you know, I do nothing, you know. Even when we go out, like even when my husband and I go out and stuff, I don't really do anything. I want to. I always have in my mind doing some kind of fancy style. I've got every video from YouTube saved you can think of. Never do it. Never get round to it. The most I do is kind of like a, it's ridiculous actually, very childish, but the most I do is kind of like, I have a very loose ponytail up top at the weekend to keep this kind of out of my face a bit, and then I just have the sides down and I just get on with my life. But that's it. Daughter Sisterlocks are doing really well as well. They've grown, filled out. My daughter, she used to like styling her hair all the time. You know, that's the whole reason we got Sisterlocks really for her, was the ease and all of that stuff. And she don't care anymore either. She just likes to be left alone. So perfect. Perfect. The only one thing I would say, and I'd love to know from other people with locks whether or not they've experienced this. I think with my daughter, she's become even more tender-headed since having locks. I do her reties once every 6 weeks or so. And actually, she's going to go see my consultant this time for her kind of annual checkup. But yeah, I retie my daughter's hair once every 6 weeks. And I've noticed that she's become a little bit more sensitive. Same with me. The advice that my consultant gave me is, I used to turn up on the day that I'd washed my locks. She said, don't do that. Wash it a day or two before you come to us, because that'll give your scalp time to calm down again. If you come to us straight after you've washed it, you know, we're then interfering in it again. So I did that, and that actually has made quite a difference. My consultant also sprays my scalp as she goes through. So I spray my daughters as I go through as well. But yeah, I've noticed that she's a little bit more sensitive. So I'm just wondering if that's something that happens when you have locks because you're used to just being left alone. What else is there? In terms of what we use on our hair, rose water I've started to use. I used a bit of that in Jamaica. I've got to say, I'm someone that would spray rose water on my hair once every 7 to 10 days, if that. And only if it starts to feel a little bit dry, if that. In all honesty, the shower gives it everything it needs in the morning and I'm good to go. No oils or anything like that. Never need to use oils ever really on my scalp. Don't need any of that. As for my daughter, but if I did, I would. As for my daughter, every now and then I'll use a little bit of oil on her scalp. I would say maybe every 10 to 15 days. Moisturize it, put some oil on the scalp and kind of just massage it through very lightly as well. Otherwise, in terms of moisturizing my daughter's Sisterlocks, probably once every 3 days I might put some rose water on them. Any more than that and it starts to get quite crunchy. That's the word I would use. Yeah, so not often. And that's it. We're just rocking and rolling and living our lives. If you are sat on the fence, you're watching this video and you're sat on the fence, Just do it, sis. Just sister lock your hair, sis. Just get it done, did. You know, because the only regret most of us have is not doing it sooner and giving ourselves peace in life, yeah? We need peace. Life is hard enough. We need everything easy as we can have it. So, yeah, if you're sat on the fence questioning it, do it. Just get on with it. I don't think you'll regret it. Really wasn't a big deal. Really wasn't a big deal, and I'm still loving it. If you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below. Otherwise, all the very best. I hope that 2022 is magnificent for you. Take care. So I thought I would leave you with some videos of the journey thus far. This is about 3 months into my Sisterlock journey. So this is probably at about 22 months ago. So this is me probably about 3 months into my lock journey. And my hair was really fluffy, started to kind of fluff up at that point, really curly. And then this is me and my daughter in the sun, again early on in our journey, in my journey. First year, I'd say, of us having Sisterlocks out in the sunshine, wind blowing. Yeah, and I guess one of the things I noticed is that I didn't notice length necessarily in the beginning. I noticed that my hair was just really fluffy, really nice and curly, really soft and fluffy. I really enjoyed the full look. And then here we are, my favourite place in the whole wide world. I literally love being in this chair and getting my Sisterlocks tended to. Love being at my consultant's house. This is October 2020, October 2020. So I am approaching the first year of my journey here. And I started to notice some length here actually. Yeah, started to notice that my hair was growing a bit. Favourite hairstyle. Just so easy, throw it on top of my head and just go and live my life. So easy, funky. You know, love the hair and the curls falling down at the back. Yeah, this is kind of my go-to. And it's very loose as well. I make sure that the ponytail is very loose so it doesn't get in the way of anything. This is a longer version of it, so I think that video is probably about 10 months before this one. This is me in Jamaica with my pineapple, yeah, because you can see that it's kind of grown to the point where I split it out now. There's the rest of the family at the dinner table, but yeah, it's grown quite a bit now, this pineapple. So I guess when I do it now, I'm conscious that my hair is in my face. And then this video is probably about a year into my journey. Yeah, probably around October time, like I was saying with the previous one before last, where I started to notice a bit of length, but still curly. I've still got curly ends at this moment actually. Probably what I quite like about the locks is the fullness of it. And then this is us in Jamaica, just leaving you with sunshine and radiance and happiness, and my daughter who really enjoys getting in on everything. Enjoy. Thank you.